All right, today we're diving into something really fascinating, an ancient and honestly powerful technology for spiritual transformation. We're going to unpack the esoteric trinity of Tantra, Mantra, and Yantra, three ideas that work together in a way that is just, well, you'll see. It's pretty incredible. So let's kick things off with this question. What exactly is this ancient technology of sound, shape, and practice? I know, it sounds a little out there right now, but trust me, you're about to see how these three pieces click together to form a complete and really elegant system. You see, these three things, Tantra, Mantra, and Yantra, they aren't just kind of related. No, they form what's known as an esoteric trinity. The best way to think of them as three distinct but totally interconnected parts of one single system designed to work with energy. And this isn't just some abstract philosophy either. It's a practical spiritual technology that makes up a complete system. So let's break this whole thing down, piece by piece, and we're going to start with the most foundational element of all, sound. So first up, mantra. If we're thinking of this whole system as a kind of spiritual device, then the mantra is its power source. It's the energetic input that really gets everything started. So what even is a mantra? Well, at its core, it's a tool of vibration. It's a sacred sound, a syllable, or a phrase, often from Sanskrit, that you repeat over and over again. And when you do, it creates these very specific vibrational effects that are meant to transform your state of mind. And what's the point? Well, there are really two big reasons. First, it helps to discipline and focus a mind that loves to wander all over the place. And second, it creates a resonance, a real connection with specific divine energies. Of course, the most famous example, one we've probably all heard, is the universal sound Om. Okay, here's a fantastic way to picture this. Think of a mantra like it's a specific radio frequency. Every single mantra has its own unique vibration that carries specific energy or information. So when you chant it, you are literally tuning your consciousness into a cosmic broadcast. Pretty cool, right? All right, let's move to the next piece of the puzzle and see how this all builds. So if the mantra is the frequency, what receives it? Well, that brings us to yantra, the sacred geometry. This acts as the physical or visual container for all that energy. Now, a yantra is so much more than just a pretty picture. It's this intricate, geometric diagram that literally functions as a map of cosmic energies. You can think of it as a focal point, an energetic circuit, or even, and I love this, a kind of spiritual machine. Its purpose is to take these formless energies and actually give them a shape, a form. Sometimes they're even seen as embodying specific deities, and they serve as this incredibly powerful focal point for meditation. A classic, and maybe the most famous example of this, is the Sri Chakra, which is just an unbelievably complex and revered diagram that represents the entire cosmos. And here's where our radio analogy gets even better. If the mantra is the frequency, then the yantra is the antenna. And listen, this is the crucial part. Its specific geometric shape isn't random at all. It is designed with absolute precision to capture and resonate with the specific vibration of its matching mantra. They are a perfect pair. Okay, so we've got the frequency, that's the mantra, and we have the antenna, that's the yantra. But how do you operate this whole setup, right? That's where our third and final element, Tantra, comes into play. It's the unifying method, the operating system that brings the other two together. Tantra is the active practice. It's the framework, the how-to guide. It's the entire system of rituals and techniques that integrates the sound of the mantra with the form of the yantra. And it does this often through a very disciplined use of your own body and your breath, which is exactly why it's so deeply connected to practices like yoga. So you see, Tantra provides the actual process. It's basically the user manual. This could involve very specific yoga postures or breathing techniques that are all designed to align the body's own energy channels, the nadis, with the energy that's being focused by the yantra. And this is what completes our radio analogy. Tantra is you. You are the operator. It's the skillful practice of tuning the dial, positioning the antenna just right, and actually knowing how the whole radio works so you can get a crystal clear signal. It's knowledge and action, all rolled into one. Okay, so we've looked at all three parts on their own. Now for the really fun part. Let's put it all together and see how this trinity actually works in action as one single, beautiful, elegant system. This little table here is a perfect cheat sheet for everything we've just talked about. Simple, right? The mantra provides the energy as sound vibration. The yantra contains that energy in a geometric form, and Tantra is the practice that aligns you, the user, with that energy. See? It all just fits together perfectly. So, with that summary in our back pocket, let's ask again. How does this spiritual radio actually work, step by step? How does that cosmic signal find its way to the person practicing? Here's how it flows. First, you energize the whole system by chanting the mantra. That's the power. Second, the yantra acts like a lens, containing and focusing all of that energy. And third, your tantric practice, your postures, your breath, attunes your body to actually receive and integrate it. And that, right there, is the core takeaway. It's this beautiful, logical system. Sound energizes form, and practice allows you to integrate that focused energy into your own being. Each piece is absolutely essential. The whole system only really works when you have all three working together in harmony. So I want to leave you with this final thought. If mantra, yantra, and tantra really do form a complete system for tuning into something greater than ourselves, then what could it truly mean for us in our own lives to be in tune? Something to think about.